Now see, in the Kenopanishad, there is a beautiful verse which states that Ihached avedit ata satyamasti nachediha vedin mahati vinashti. What is the meaning of this verse? It means, it says, Ihached avedit. Here in this very life, when we are alive, if we know that ultimate truth, satyamasti. Satyamasti means then you have done the great job which every human being is supposed to do. If in this human life, if we have realized the ultimate reality, in that case, we have done the main job of this human life. Satyamasti. Nachediha vedi. And in case we don't attain this great experience, the Upanishad says, Mahati vinashti. The great is the destruction that is going to befall on all of us. So, the Kenopanishad says in and through this verse that the main purpose of the human life is to attain the supreme experience of that ultimate reality. If that is attained, the goal of the human life, the very purpose of the human life is fulfilled. And if we don't attain this, great is the destruction that is going to befall that human being. And then further it says, Bhuteshu bhuteshu vichitya thira pretya asmat lokat amrita bhavanti. It's a beautiful verse. It says, Bhuteshu bhuteshu vichitya thira. This dhira, this wise person, sees that same Brahman in every creature, in every name and form, in and through all the names and forms, this dhira, this wise person, realizes, experiences that supreme reality called Brahman, and what? The result of this experience of Brahman is Pretya asmat lokat amrita bhavanti. That person attains to amritatvam. Amritatvam means he goes beyond death. Amritatva prapti. He conquers death. So here in these three questions, if you just see, the central question is the question of death. And this is something which we are all experiencing nowadays around us, and often most of the devotees with whom I often interact, the question hovers around this very issue of how to address or negotiate this experience of death in life. So, when we talk of conquering death or understanding this phenomenon of death, we have to go to the very core of the subject. Let me just tell you a beautiful incident from Mahabharata. In Mahabharata, you all know that famous Yaksha Prashna. Yaksha Prashna, once what happens when the Pandavas were in the exile in the forest. So a situation comes where the Yudhishthira is facing a Yaksha. And this Yaksha is posing a question to Yudhishthira. And the question is, what is the most wonderful thing in this creation? What is the most biggest ascharya in this creation? And to this question, Yudhishthira says a beautiful answer. He says, in Sanskrit, the verse is like that. It's a beautiful verse. Yudhishthira says, Ahani ahani bhutani gachanti yamamandiram shesha sthiratvam icchanti kim ascharya matapparam. What is the meaning of this verse? It means that ahani ahani bhutani gachanti yamamandiram. Every day we see creatures slowly moving towards the mouth of death. Every day we are seeing people, creatures, living creatures dying. Before our eyes we are seeing this. Every day we experience this. Ahani ahani. Ahani means every day. Ahani ahani bhutani gachanti. Gachanti means goes. Yama mandiram. Yama is the Lord of death. Everybody is going into the mouth of death. But what? In spite of seeing this, Sheshas Sthiratvam Icchanti. People who are seeing this, they think that they are never going to die. Though they are seeing everybody else dying, they never think that one day we are also going to meet the same end. This is the biggest mystery of life. Sheshas Sthiratvam Icchanti Kim Ashcharyam Atapparam. What can be more surprising than this? That every day we are seeing creatures dying, and yet we think that we are never going to die. This is the most mysterious thing in this creation. Nowadays in this present corona pandemic, now we may be thinking, now this is a very often posed question which I have to face, or many of the sadhus, they face this question. Devotees ask this question, that so much death is there around us. Every day we are hearing about death. So everybody is gripped by the fear of death, the fear of extinction. But I want to tell you one thing. It is not that this death is something presently happening. Death is surrounding us. We are surrounded by death all the time. It was so in the past, it is so it is now, and it will be so in the future also. There has never been a time when we were never surrounded by death. We are always surrounded by death. So this situation which we are facing today, this is nothing unusual. Death was there always in the past. It is there now. And it is always going to be there in the future also. Death is our shadow. This first thing we have to understand. Presently what is happening is, because we are living in a world which is essentially in the center of media and information, the deaths which are happening around us, it is being constantly given to us. The media is giving us this information that so many people died here, so many people are dying there. That's why we are constantly informed about the events of death. I simply ask this question. Suppose this media was not there. Let us go 500 years back. A group of people dying maybe in some other continent, we would not be informed about them. But does it mean that the deaths were not happening at that time? So presently, our understanding about these events of death which is happening around us, it is to a great extent owing to this constant information which is being bombarded on us by the media, and we think that as if this death is happening now. It is not like that. This death has been happening in the past. Today also it is happening, and this will happen for all the times. So one thing we need to understand, that every living creature is surrounded by death. Death is our very shadow. In the Mahabharata there is a beautiful verse which states, what is the human being like? A beautiful verse where Mahabharata states that Grihitva iva kesheshu mrityuna dharmamachare. It's a beautiful verse. Mahabharata says, what is the status of every human being? Every living creature. Every living creature, it states like Grihitva iva kesheshu. Kesheshu means our hair. Hair. It's a beautiful, a very graphic description. It states that every human being is held by death. Death is holding us. But how is the death holding us? That verse says, death is holding us by our hand. If somebody is held by his or her hand, what does it mean? There is no escape. That is the connotation actually. So death is holding us by our hands. Grihitva iva kesheshu. Kesheshu grihitva means holding us by the hand. Mrityuna. Therefore, as we are all held by death constantly, what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to practice the supreme dharma of self-realization. Dharma macharet. That is why Swami Vivekananda says, this life is short. It is a very short life. We may be thinking 100 years is a very long lifespan. No, it's a very short life. In this short span of life which is given to us, the most important thing to do is this attainment, dharma acharya, the practice and attainment of the supreme moksha dharma, the attainment of the spiritual liberation. If one doesn't devote one's life to this, we are actually wasting a great opportunity according to the scriptures. That is why Shankaracharya in his Vivek Chudamani again and again brings in this point. Jantu nam narajanma durlabham. Among all the births, this human birth is the rarest birth possible. Jantu nam narajanma durlabham. Durlabham is the word. It's a beautiful word. Durlabh means that which is scarce, scarcity. You know, we can have scarcity of food, scarcity of money, but human life itself is scarce in this creation. And if we have got it, we have to learn to value it. And how do we value it? We value human life when we use the human life for the purpose for which it is meant. And the main purpose of this human life is to have this supreme experience of truth and reality. And it is in and through this supreme experience one can conquer death. So we should remember this death which we are seeing around today in this corona pandemic, this is nothing new. Today we are constantly being informed. That is why we are feeling as if something unusual is happening. But we should remember death always surrounded us. Even now death is surrounding us. Even in future death is going to surround us. Death is like our shadow. Just imagine. There's nothing to be frightened about it. Life means death and death means life. They are the two sides of the same coin. There is no death cut and dried separate from life. And there is no life cut and dried separate from death. One means the other. To die means you are alive. And to be living means to be dying. They are the same things. If we think we are alive today, we should remember that we are constantly dying. Already the process of death is going on. And when the process of death is going on, it also means that we are alive. They are two sides of the same coin. For example, if you just take a burning candle, you can say the candle is burning. But the burning of the candle also means it's moving towards extinction. So there cannot be a burning of the candle without its moving towards extinction. So similarly, life and death are the two sides of the same coin. One connotes the other. There is just no escape. So it's a very beautiful, I have heard it from our seniors, you know, death is just like our shadow, you know. You may be seeing me here, I am seeing you here on the screen. And just behind you is the shadow of death standing there. We may not be aware of it, but it is already there. So we are often living life in such a way that we think everything is fine. No. The life is very short. Any time death can step in to play its role and the life comes to an end. Before that moment comes, it is our prime duty that we use this precious life for this great attainment called spiritual enlightenment. So this is one way of understanding what this phenomenon of death is. If you all have gone through that beautiful composition by Adi Shankaracharya, you must have been knowing about it, which is Bhaja Govindam, where Shankaracharya says, Dinamapi Rajani Sayam Prata Shishira Vasanto Punarayata Kala Kridati Gachati Ayu Tadapina Munchati Asha Vayu Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate Prapte Sannihite Marane Nahi Rakshati Tunkring Karane. It's a great cautionary remark that Shankaracharya says, Dinamapi Rajani Sayam Prata. The day turns into night, the morning into evening. The spring season turns into autumn, and the autumn again turns into the spring. And Kala Kridati, in this way the time is playing. Time is death. Kala is death. Death is playing. We are slowly moving into the mouth of death. Kala Kridati Gachati Ayu Tadapina Munchati Asha Vayu. In spite of this, our hopes, our desires never come to an end. Therefore, Shankaracharya says, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. Bhaja Govindam means what? Worship the Lord. Worship the Lord. Worship the Lord means what? Attain the spiritual enlightenment. Attain the spiritual enlightenment. Samprapte Sannihite Marane, because death is standing very close to us. Nahi Rakshati Tunkring Karane. All other endeavors, all other strivings, they are not going to save us from this from this biggest reality of life, which is death. So, we have this beautiful sayings in our scriptures which talk about death in this way.